Hi everyone, this is Chantal and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing how I'm feeling about my upcoming second year and also what I've been doing during my summer semester, which is primarily research. So for this summer, I had a very lovely opportunity to actually do hands-on work on my thesis project. So this summer has honestly been very hectic and at times I felt overwhelmed, but I'll also further share what I've been doing to cope with the feeling of overwhelmingness, if that's a word, and how I just kind of shift my perspective, and I'm excited and happy for this upcoming year. And so I'll be looking at my laptop for all the fun notes that I took. So for this upcoming semester, it officially starts next week. So I start classes next week Wednesday, but I have a second year meeting next week Tuesday, and this is with the director of the program and also our academic advisor. And in this meeting we'll be discussing some very important upcoming events as a second year. I guess events is not even the correct word to use. So we have our qualifying exams, which is how do I say it? It's very important because it determines your transitions from a PhD student to a PhD candidate. So it's almost like your transition from, I would say, a bachelor's to a master's. So at that point, becoming a PhD candidate, you're seen as completely understanding your project, and you are seen as very ready to undertake your thesis project. So the qualifying exam, what I know so far, and this will be discussed further in the meeting on Tuesday, is that the qualifying exam involve you choosing TAC members, which are Thesis Advisory Committee, so short for TAC. And with choosing those members, you can choose experts, principal investigators, so PIs who are expert in that area, and also who are expert in your field. So I'm neuroscience, and I'm also specifically substance use disorder, opioid use disorder. So it would be good to have at least one expert in that field specifically, but you can also look at members or get other faculty members from different areas. So I hope to ask maybe a faculty member that does work on synapses or even neurodevelopment, because my project will focus on neurodevelopment. So that would be very interesting. And also during that qualifying exam, you'll be tested, so it's more like a verbal exam. So I'm not sure how long it is, but to me it kind of reminds me of your defense, which is your major exam or major final phase of receiving your PhD. So I think your quals is like a mini defense, so it's very important that you do well to move on to the next layer. So that will be good for Tuesday. So Wednesday, as I said earlier, will be the start of my first class, and then Thursday I think I'll have 2 classes on that day. So my schedule this semester is significantly reduced compared to my spring semester and last fall semester. So this is definitely a lighter course load, and I think that was done intentionally, knowing that you would have so much research and so much of your project to do at this point in your journey. So looking back at my notes, also for this semester, you had the choice to do an elective, and I think there was a synapse elective that was available. Unfortunately, I did not sign up for that elective because I knew that I had my Society for Neuroscience conference coming up in November in San Diego, California. I'm excited for that. So I know that I would be finalizing my data acquisition, finalizing my data and producing graphs and whatever I needed for that. So I was very reluctant to actually sign up for that class because I wanted to just get a grip of all that I needed to be done on my plate. And so during this summer, I also got to do more management of like the lab calendar, so kind of planning experiments, also planning the manpower that is necessary for those experiments, and also ensuring that I had all the necessary reagents, equipment, necessary machines, or I also understood the protocol that was necessary. That was good. And to kind of finish up this summer, I also need to finish my annual lab safety training, which kind of got pushed to the sideline because I had so much lab work to do. And so just experiencing what the summer research like that I've done, it kind of led me to develop or kind of focus on 4 main things that I hope to like perfect in my second year, or it's always a work in progress, so work towards perfecting. So I want to work towards perfecting definitely time management skills, so being able to manage both my classwork and lab work is going to be very crucial, and also finding time for R&R, rest and relaxation. And another like important thing that I aim to work on is being more grounded. So I kind of broke that up into different levels. I wish I could like share my screen. I'm like trying to learn how to do that, but as well I'm also taking a video editing class, so hopefully in a couple weeks or a couple months I'll be able to share like my little Google Doc sheet that I prepare with my outline for videos. So one of the grounding techniques or grounding point that I want to like work on is like spirituality, connecting more with God and reading more, doing more devotionals, and also connecting with a therapist, especially because with the fall semester, winter is going to be here, and I see that not commonly there is like a higher prevalence of seasonal depression in like all grad students or students in general. Even in undergrad that was like prevalent, and so ensuring that I'll take more vitamin D to combat any kind of mood related symptoms that arise with seasonal depression, and also falling under being or improving on being grounded is also meditation and exercise. Another important like factor that I want to work on is confidence in my own ability and also talking to my audience, meaning and you should also have confidence in your own ability, and so self-confidence in whatever experiment you're doing, that you are actually doing the procedure correctly and that you don't need external validation. So self-confidence and also self-validation, and just to like having compassion. So even if like everything that your certain goals that you set, if they're not accomplished, not being too hard on yourself, because we all are human and we are very imperfect beings, and we are just on earth to try to do our best. So your best is indeed good enough. And so fun things on the side that I hope to continue doing is I definitely want to read more non-fictional books. So a lot of self-improvement, productivity, also money management, learning financial skills, because I feel like that's another major weakness for me, is that I wish I took like a business course. Like I honestly am like trying to teach myself how to budget, and I don't think I am the best at budgeting. Like I used to be really good at saving, and I found out that like saving is not really enough to be like financially literate and financially stable in today's economy. So I need to learn more about investing. I need to investing, and also saving for the future. So whether it be like a Roth IRA, my sister mentioned that to me maybe last year, and then I got one of those, and I still don't completely understand it. So like I need to learn more about that, and I keep hearing about on YouTube different ways to make like passive income, because a part of being a grad student you get a stipend. However, a stipend is very grateful for a stipend, but a stipend is not really a salary. You don't get paid officially as like a trained professional. So as such, you might need supplementary income. So definitely working on finding different means to do passive income will be necessary. So as I go through that process, I'll also share like what I've just been learning online, and hopefully that will be helpful not only to myself but to anybody who watches this video. I'd like to say thank you for listening, and I appreciate you guys so much. And just I guess a life update, I will be moving. I love such a distraction. I love like sleeves that are big because I feel like I'm so tiny, so like this straps gives me a little volume. So easily distracted, sorry. But yes, so life update, I'll be moving, or I'm in the process of moving to Shrewsbury, Mass, which will be closer to my lab in Grafton. And so I feel like that will take away a significant part of me feeling overwhelmed, because like I get up so early. Like there was like many days that I would like, oh, get up at 4, not get to school till 7, school/lab till 7, and then not get home till 8. And I feel like probably in a few videos like you could see that I was getting tired. So I'm very excited that I'll be very close by, and I'll definitely try to come in at least one day a week to like interact with my cohort, to do any like in-person class, or at least try to do at least one in-person class. So that will definitely be good for me. And Well, thank you guys for listening and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like. And thank you all. And I love you all. And I'll see you guys in the next video.